Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil, and today I'm joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with. We have Jules Wrubel, who's been making serious moves in the lending space. Jules, so glad to have you here with us today. I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching your private lending. And yeah, I'm really excited to dive in with you.
Me too. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah.
So first off, for those who may not be familiar with your world and your business, can you give the short version? What is your main focus these days?
We loan money to real estate fix and flippers, primarily real estate investors looking to improve properties in Arizona. So we loan them money. Yes.
Awesome. That's so important. Yes. So what caught my attention about you is, the way that you've been able to really create new opportunities, have a lot of deals made. I know we chatted a little bit about that before, but is that something that you can expand on for those who have not heard your story?
Yeah, you bet. I got into this business specifically because a guy came through the door in a Porsche with a little doggy, and he had lots of money, but he had no cash. And I was brand new in the mortgage industry, and I just raised my hand and I'm like, that sounds interesting, I'll do it, which in a way was foolish. But I share that because it's really what we do is help real estate investors when they need money now. And we're different from the other companies who are all great. There's a lot of good companies out there, but we really serve a very specific niche. Maybe a builder ran out of capital and their job is almost done, or they want to buy a house, they have the first loan, but they don't have what we call gap funding. So we're considered a gap lender, second position, probably because frankly, I'm a little quirky. I like quirky deals. That's the bottom line. So it ended up helping a lot of people who were good people with great ideas and just couldn't find the money. So that combination of things, as long as it's attached to real estate, I mean, we'll look at anything, absolutely anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you just mentioned a quirky deal. Can you share an example of that?
Yeah, absolutely. We're doing a deal right now where we had made a loan to somebody on a different property. They have a business of group homes, like senior living or kids, and they have an opportunity to buy this house, but they don't have the capital right now. So, but we understand how to make sure our money is secure. So even though we're going to be in second position, we're going to basically own the house. He's going to make our payment. He'll then have an option to buy that house in a year, because that's what he really wants to do, and we want to support him in that. So that's a quirky deal. It's called Subject To. It's a creative finance deal. He'll do well. He'll lock in a price. We'll do well, and he's helping like 18 kids who have no home have a better life. So that's like a quirky deal with a social good.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
I love that. That's super powerful. And yeah, I really enjoy the social good piece. Is that something that you're really catering to with your clients?
Yeah. I mean, when someone renovates a house, they're literally changing the neighborhood. So a lot of fix and flippers are in neighborhoods that don't get a lot of attention because the values are better, but they're literally changing the neighborhoods for the better. And hey, I'm fine with people doing their $10 million homes. That's great too. But it's really cool when you literally know that one house and then they do the next house, like, is changing a neighborhood. It's inspiring.
Yeah, that's super inspiring.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. What has been the key to keeping the business running smoothly?
That's a funny question. The key has been, well, two things actually. So one is I intentionally kept it pretty modest in size because I wanted to, I'm not suggesting anybody does this. I'm the kind of person, I like to make all the mistakes first. Slows things down, but I've kept things kind of slow. And then I hit a point where I'm like, okay, these pieces are all together now. And I keeping it smoothly, I had to hire somebody. I hired an integrator who understands systems, who can take the creativity and put it in a format that is shareable and understandable and explainable to more than just a handful of people. So key to keeping these running smoothly is great people. Surround yourself with great people. And I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, that's the key.
That's very true. Now, every operator I know had a moment where things got real, maybe a deal went sideways, or you just had to pivot fast. Could you share a moment like that for you?
Yeah, I'd say always green and growing. So my key person will tell you, I usually forget about half the stuff I created. So I'm going to answer your question like this. The friendly term is concerned, but I would say I stay highly paranoid about every deal. So I'll give you an example. I have one going on right now where I found out that the person in second position is going to foreclose. But I had forgotten that I was in first position. I forgot. Didn't have great notes. And so I'm like freaking out that I have like $126,000 at risk. So, you're like, woof, that's uncomfortable. It's really, really uncomfortable because the number one rule is don't lose money, right? Maybe you don't make all your return, but like don't lose money. So that's been really scary. And a lot of people don't realize how stressed out I am because it's part of my job. So I got the title company involved. I remembered what was going on with the deal that I wrote because I wrote it. When I did the deal, I was extremely mindful, extremely paranoid, but then I moved on. So that's the kind of thing, like I now am coaching the borrower on how to speak to this other person to hopefully enroll them in like, look, I screwed, and this isn't me. She admitting like I screwed up and how can I make it right? And in that particular case, I'm actually from New York. They came at the seller as like a New Yorker. I'm like, that's not going to work. Like, you didn't pay. Of course he's upset. Of course he has the right to foreclose. You didn't pay. I would call up and be like, look, I'm sorry. You, Mr. Seller, said you were going to foreclose on me. I got scared. I stopped making payments. Why would I put good payments after bad? You need to go and say you're sorry and try to create a dialogue, right? So that's one deal.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Another deal is I'm in second position in a lot of money, and the market turned. So like there's no loss, and I actually have a contract waiting for me to sign it, which we would do a seller carryback, but that didn't go as planned. And you'd think it's in like Sedona. Everybody wants to go to Sedona, but they don't, right? It's on Forest Service. It's an Airbnb ready to go. So now these are all going to get resolved, but you can tell like I'm anxious because it's actually not for me and my own safety that I'm anxious. It's for my investors. That's to me is the key. Is it's not my money, it's their money. I'm going to do my best, communicate like crazy with them. But those are two things that are happening right now. Like they were not in the playbook. They were unplanned. And I could go on and on about them because like there's so many little details, right? Like I lived in Sedona for 20 years. I know that market, but gosh, it's turned so fast. And all the realtors are like, hey, yeah, if that property was Airbnb, then we would have buyers out, up and down the street. I'm like, yeah, but this one is. And how come the agents aren't knocking on my door? So I've gone out through Facebook and Instagram and all these other sites, right? And what's the solution? It's really about the solutions, right? Underwriting is about being paranoid and what can go wrong and trying to figure out everything that can go wrong. And even if you use AI, you're going to miss one. And then when it goes bad or sideways, then it's all about being in communication and figuring out solutions and just owning that's part of the deal. It doesn't always go well. It goes well way more than it doesn't, by the way, like 96.5%. But when it doesn't go well, it seems like it's always a surprise. Oh, yeah, don't shut down. You got to stay open. You got to stay in communication. Right? But yeah, those are happening right now.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff people don't talk about enough.
They don't talk about it. And you can ask me any question like that. I'll talk about it because it is where you get better. And the number one thing I've been hearing this week from a lot of people is, I did have a deal that went bad, but if they had just talked to me about it, I wouldn't be upset. But what happens is people they disappear. And so the investors then left with like, they were a crook, they stole my money, what happened? And really it could have just been like the deal went bad and I was afraid to tell you. If people would just do that, those same investors would probably invest with them again. But it's the hiding and the disappearing that's the worst thing anybody can do, and it's the most natural thing. Who wants to look bad? I don't. Ugh, hurts. But I've decided that that's the only way I'm going to roll. Even if it hurts, Band-Aid's coming off.
Yeah, and I mean, in the long term, it's going to support you more, to be honest, and to communicate. So short term versus long term. Totally.
Yeah. And then what does it do to you as a person? Like, and it's not that I'm perfect, right? But it's like, you can't sleep at night, right? It just, doesn't go well. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next?
100% raising capital. We have the deal flow. We have the systems. We have our business plan. Like we know where we're going. We know who we're serving. We know what our message is. It's really like our message is about having some confidence with income. And so it's really about sharing the message, like whether you have a job or no job, whether you are a multimillionaire or not, whether you have an IRA or not. It's like, what do we all really fundamentally want? And by the way, I'd love to hear a different opinion about this. But like, we just kind of like that check in the mail, if you will. We want confidence. We want to be able to breathe, right? We want peace of mind. And like, let's face it, having a regular paycheck helps.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
So how can we provide that for people who maybe they already have a career they love, but their like IRA is not doing as well as they wanted to, or they are worried about losing their job? So how can you start going? Because literally, like, even if it's $50 a month, maybe it's $10 a month, right? But subconsciously, like, when we know that there's regularity to that, there's that consistency, it's like, right? Like, I'm naturally amped as a human being, but like, I just want my money to be boring. So our message is like, maybe you have a great, stocks and bonds. Maybe you have rental property, but maybe it's a good idea to diversify into some consistently higher than average, boringly like 10 or 12% checks in the mail. So that's really our message, is about confidence, and frankly about confidence and peace of mind. Our vehicle is investing in real estate. Yeah. So that's what we're up to sharing. It's all about sharing the message and raising capital so we can fulfill on the deals that we have that just keep coming in. Yeah.
It's important. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is that next real goal for you?
Financially, or in what area of life?
Just, business wise.
Yeah. We're a $25 million fund is the name of it, really. And it's everything I've been talking about and everything I've been doing for all these years is just being able to serve more people. And more profit means more opportunity. So it's the joy of the sandbox of building the business. And the only way to do that is to serve people, right? In that sandbox. So it really is, it's growing the capital base so we can help more people. And when we're helping investors, we're helping borrowers. And when borrowers are making their payments, that's helping the investors. And so it really is like a virtuous circle. Not perfect, obviously, but yeah, it's growing the fund.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, we can do it.
You can do it? Totally.
Yeah.
Now, I know a lot of people that listen to this are either earlier in their journey or they're just looking to level up. And I think they could benefit from hearing this. When it comes to building relationships or growing your network, what has made the biggest difference for you? I
love this question. This is such a great question because it really boils down to stay humble. Be curious. Don't act like you know everything. I don't. I have investors who are like, worth $50, $100 million. And what sets them apart from most of the people I talk to is they're like, I don't really understand what you just said. Could you tell me more about that? Gosh, I'm really curious about this. They don't need the money. They've already, quote unquote, made it. Why are they still? It's that curiosity is the key. So stay curious, stay humble, right? Contribute. Like when you have something to say, say it. Like don't hide out. Because the other thing is it's funny, right? Stay humble, be curious, but you have an opinion and your opinion matters. Like everybody wants to hear you because your idea could be the next best idea. And you're like, well, nobody wants to hear that. I shouldn't say anything. Like, so it's just a bit of a dance, right? Like be curious, stay humble, and also share who you are. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And as far as like growing your network, what has been supportive for you?
There's no trick. You got to show up. Show up on the virtual events, show up in the in-person events, show up. Keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Show up. That's the only way to do it. Yep.
Yeah. Relationships are everything.
They're everything. And I think they'll become more important because of AI.
Yeah.
Right? Because that personal connection is even more important. So, and you can create great relationships through Zoom and other, things like that, but do all of it. Yeah. Show up.
Yeah. That's really important.
Yeah. Note to self. I'm an introvert. I don't like going out. I still show up.
Yeah, it's part of the job.
It's part of the job, yeah. And it's also part of vitality, right? Because it's like we all get stale, no matter, even if we're an extrovert, we get stale. And so it is those interactions that, add to the vitality and the wisdom and the relationships and the connections and the opportunities and all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you feel that this is how your opportunities have grown?
For sure. I've gone to workshops right? At some point, you're going to have to pay money. Like, you just have to pay money, right? You can get all this information for free online, but at some point, you got to pay money, because the reality is when you have skin in the game, you're more likely to take action. So, so I still pay for coaching, and I go to workshops, and, hang out in rooms where people are, quote unquote, better than you. They may not be a better human being, right? But they may know more than you do about the topic. Go to things that aren't necessarily directly related to your subject matter. Like, be somebody who is like, oh, I've been to Japan. I've been here. I've been there. I've been all over the country. Oh my gosh. Like, those create relationships and connections and opportunities for going out to dinner, going golfing. That, sure, it might be business related, but maybe you just met somebody you want to go kayaking with, right? So Be curious, get out, pay for stuff.
Yeah, that's super valuable. Definitely.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So before we wrap up, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe just collaborate or learn more, what's the best way for them to reach you?
Best way to reach me is my phone number, which is 480-868-7703. And I'll repeat it. 480-868-7703. However, my integrator, my systems guy, will not be that happy about that, right? So what we really want you to do is go to lendmoneymakemoney.com, lendmoneymakemoney.com, even if you're a borrower, and just, push the contact us button and I'll get a hold of you. But that way it'll be in the system.
Yes. Love that implementation.
Yes. That's right, Michelle. So yes. So please do that, preferably. But otherwise, I got you on my phone.
Perfect. Well, listen, I really appreciate your time, your story, and your perspective. We need more people in this space out here doing things in this right way. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, of course. Okay. And for those of you tuning in, if you've got value from this, make sure you're subscribed. We've got more conversations coming with operators just like Jules, who are out here building real businesses. And we're going to see you all in the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.